Hi, I'm Summer. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're brand new, welcome. I'm glad you're here. So this channel, I like to do a little bit of true crime on. I like to do a lot of true crime actually. And a little bit of mystery will be coming up, maybe some creepy stories, true creepy stories. That's what I'm into. So today we are doing the story on Herb Baumeister. And if I say his last name wrong, I do apologize. It's fine. I'm only human. We're here for it, right? So this guy, he was a business owner. He was a thriving business owner, a business owner of a thrift store, Big Lots, which I actually have a Big Lots. I think a lot of people know what Big Lots is. If you don't, it is a thrift store. It has a lot of different things in it. But anyways, so this guy, he was an owner of that, thriving. At night, he was a dark predator. He actually would go to gay bars and lure gay men back to his estate. And his estate was called Fox Hollow Farms. And it was a big place. It had woods on it, a big yard, very gorgeous home. Unfortunately, they discovered bones behind the home, this Fox Hollow estate. Herb Baumeister fled to Canada and he actually took his own life. He is linked to the discovery of the remains found, this being his home, Fox Hollow Farm. This was more than just his home. This was the place he brought his victims. More than 10,000 pieces of remains were found, and these were his victims. Between 25 to 48 victims on this Indiana property in the 1990s. Investigators never having the chance to question Herb about these remains that were found on this property. Officials still working to identify the nearly 10,000 remains, pieces of remains. And he's suspected to be the Interstate 70 strangler, changing his MO. That was before all of this. 9 other young men were found on the side of the road, unclothed and unalive. The update from the coroner's office, there's actually 3 people that they identified out of these 10,000 remains. The 3 that I could find right off the bat, it was Manuel Resendez, 34, disappeared in 1996. Alan Livingston, 27, disappeared in 1993 of October. Jeffrey A. Jones, reported missing August 1993. These are the most recent. It's a slow process, but the DNA unit are working diligently to give closure to the victims' families. They have 10,000 fragments to go through. So this was the first time that I really actually looked into this story. I know I seen it maybe a little while ago, and I never knew the extent of it. And it is a short story, and I wish I could find more into it, but really that's just what it is. It's been going on for such a long time, and he got away with it for so long, and he knew what he did, so he knew the only way out was to do what he did, go to Canada and take, his, well, really, it was, yeah. So it's unfortunate that the investigators couldn't interview him on this. Maybe they could have found more victims. Maybe they could have found somebody else that was involved too, because that's another thing. We don't know, they don't know if somebody else was involved in this, since there were so many. The family was actually going through a divorce when this all started, and one of his kids found a actual skull and a couple other things from remains, and they had no idea. The family, the they had no idea. The kids, they had no idea, at least. The wife, she said that she had no idea as well.
Gay bars.
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
And
At
what
one
did he
point.
say?
He said he had been to gay bar, but he told me he had never hurt anyone.
The only thing is, you never know. How could she not know? I mean, he had to have been out late at night, going to gay bars and picking up men. I mean, how is, maybe they just had a different relationship. That's all I could say. But this is why I always say, be safe, be careful out there. I found this story really interesting. I can't believe there's that many remains. And it's not a total remains. It's pieces is what it is. So 25 to 48 is what is said to have been of persons. But I'm glad that you guys came. I know this was a short one, but I had to get it out there. I really hope that you're safe. I'm going to try to be safe out there. We don't know. Our neighbors, who knows? Be careful out there. Don't talk to strangers.